This show could never happen in the UK because they are bypassing. They're trying to push a law to bypass the possibility of having a jury decide your crime for certain crimes under a certain level. They're trying to push a law to where there will be no jury possible, and they'll just sort of speed through.
What sort of crimes? Like, were you guys get a little too edgy on social media?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that included, but probably like assault and like simple shit where it can be like witness this, that. No jury needed for a lot of those types of things. This is what they're trying to push, but there was massive backlash. It feels like there's a protest every week in the UK these days.
Oh, this is a UK story. I saw this Sikh. Did you see this Sikh guy like murdered a British kid?
Yeah,
like in the street. And then when the police showed up, Kyle, I don't know if you've heard about this, because Sikhs are allowed to carry gigantic knives, and the rest of the population, I guess, isn't. Sign of a conquered country. Who knows? But they have it, and this guy murdered a kid, like an 18-year-old, with a knife, stole his phone and other things from him. And then when the police got there in the UK, the Sikh guy said he was being racist, and so they handcuffed this bleeding out, dying kid on the street, and he died on the street.
Handcuffed.
Died.
They didn't get him an ambulance or anything. It's crazy. Absolutely.
Did he kill him with the ceremonial like sheik blade?
Yeah, he killed him with the ceremonial sheik blade.
It was,
the kirpan. Whatever.
I've known Sikh guys, and they wear a necklace with a very, very tiny, like not even a letter opener type thing, just to fulfill the religious requirement.
Well, this guy was in it to win it. The fucking 8-inch blade. Like just
they basically saw, the UK's allowing us to. Basically, if something is of a culture that isn't British, they will allow it to happen in the UK massively. They even like had a big thing in Houses of Parliament to where they're now pushing through like acceptance of cousin marriage again. And I remember seeing that on the news and thinking, damn, when I was 10, I thought we were going to have flying cars. And I'm looking at Parliament decide whether or not cousin marriage should be normalized. It's
going to be rickshaws for you. Yeah.
And, I wonder why that is.
Yeah, but that kid got stabbed, that kid. And then while he was bleeding out, the police came and the guy stayed there. The Sikh guy stayed there and said he was in a really drunken rage. And he said all of this racist stuff to me and tried to knock my turban off or something like that. So I stabbed him to death, which even still is a crazy response. Yeah. But it's all, there's at least some argument for him to get a lesser sentence, maybe, unless he's Raja Jackson, I guess. But he had like a big thing about how the guy was in a drunken rage, and the police, while he was bleeding out, I guess, did a blood alcohol thing on him, and it was under the legal limit to drive, so he could drive. He wasn't.
So he couldn't handle his alcohol.
You're like bleeding out and handcuffed. Like, I'm dying, and the police are like, "Blow into this, mate."
Yeah, it's a crazy thing.
You fucking
yeah. But the thing is, there are still people in the UK that will completely ignore that, so as not to be called bad. It's a really tough time. The UK is probably the highest percentage populace on earth of retards and gays, I think, at this point. I don't know how much I can say on it, but
you guys aren't able to like push back meaningfully at all. Not even on social media. Like, you'll get arrested if you say something like racist or perceived as bad.
Yeah, you do have to go quite extreme.
We were just talking about Count Dankula. Where he had the pug that did the Nazi salute, and he got in all that legal trouble.
Hilarious prank, by the way. Like, that's funny.
And by the way, it's just lifting its paw up as I don't want to do it. Fucking hell. It's just lifting. Oh, God, it's got a mind of its own, this thing. No, it just kind of lifted its paw up. They're acting like it hit the tash as well on it. Like, he really just lifted his paw up,
I think it lifts the paw up to a verbal command, and I don't remember what it was, but it might have been something like you know what I mean? Like I think he would say, and then the dog would do it. That was the verbal command.
Can you imagine how much work it took saying to get a dog to respond to it? And how much effort it took for this prank, for this joke?
If he had thin walls, funny. Can you imagine what his neighbors were thinking was going on? Hearing him repeat that command over and over until he got it.
No. Sig Heil. Jeez,
Yeah,
he's
like
going
this,
about
like
it
this.
again.
Yeah.
And we've had Count Dankula on the show. We know he's not a fucking Nazi. Like, it was funny.
He is an edgelord, though, you know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which is
I
why
mean,
he
he,
did
he,
that.
he's a Nazi saluting dog.
You need edgelords
That was when we were all edgelords.
keeping it around. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully get him on soon. I've been asking for him again for a while. I know isn't he in like he's not he just looks like that guy. He's in the UK.
Scottish. He's Scottish, right?
Scottish. Yeah, he
Okay.
is.
Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
Do you as an Englishman have any animosity towards Scots or Irish like in modern day? Like is there any of that?
There
I'm always
is, but
curious.
it's performative. And even me saying that, a Scottish person or an Irish person would be like, no, it's fucking not, pal. It's not performative at all. And they'll get up in arms about that, but you know it is. Just reciting.
What did Raja get? Did he basically get off? Did he get probation?
Oh my God, he got 90 days with probation. Some of it's already been served, I believe. 81,000 in damages. He basically got nothing, to be honest with you, compared to
paid
what
for the
was
medical bills.
expected.
That's bananas.
And he has
The guy
to stay
tried
out
to
of trouble
kill
for a
someone.
while.
I know.
He tried to kill somebody.
Yeah, the guesses were that he would get 6 years, and then there was people saying that because of his status and financial situation, he could bring that down to 3 or 4. But to get 90 days is actually insane. And how long they took to get to the verdict as well is just, I mean, how about that California justice system, guys? Well, classic. Eh?
It's on video.
I know it's on
him
screen.
like trying to kill someone who's like, we're here. He's like the other guy's like the great Kali or whatever, like doing a stunt, and then he just gets attacked viciously and beaten near to death. That's crazy. That guy should be in jail. You can't. You can't behave that way.
Do you think there's a weird thing going on with streamers where they're just not actually getting in trouble for anything whatsoever that they do? Because didn't that clavicular guy run over someone and then look at the camera and say, "I hope he's dead"? I know that.
Really?
I know. Yeah, clavicular.
So.
No, he said, "I hope so." Yeah,
that's a real Jim from The Office turn.
Yeah, there was this like a fan that was like standing in front of his car, so he just floored it on him pretty much. He stalked Clav. Yeah, he did. He was following him, but then Clav just like sort of like was sick of him, so floored his car over the top of him, and you could hear him boom, boom, ran him over with a Cybertruck. And the guy's in a wheelchair now. The guy's in a wheelchair now, from what I've last seen. And the cameraman goes, "I think you ran over him. He could be dead." And he goes, "I hope so." And he got no jail time.
Well, you can't prove intent.
Vehicular manslaughter, Mog.
Could have been an
the ominous
accident.
look into the camera and saying, "I hope he's dead," is kind of a weird.
Yeah, that could be taken so many ways.